Hi guys, welcome back. This is a video that I'm gonna attach to another video where I was diagnosing this engine. But anyway, I'll show you how to change the PCV valve here. We already have it here. This is the new one. It's not very complicated. It's actually pretty simple. You just have to do a couple additional things. You have to disconnect the plugs on the spark plugs. So you have to click them here. There's also a T30 that you need to take right here in the middle. That's holding the actual pipe. The pipe or the protection line here for the wiring harness, and you gotta push these to click. This one here clicked. So when you do this, you gotta get it back because the PCV valve goes down here, and this has to be out of the way. So when we push down here, all you need to do is you need to try. Okay, I'm gonna actually disconnect the injectors too because it's in the way, and you gotta lift them, the lock, and just start disconnecting them. Again, it's just this little gray thing. Yeah, you can't see it here. It's these little gray things here that you have to push with a hook tool and kind of get it up, and then when you push it, it'll come out. It's one is outside and the other one is on the inside, so be careful with these because you can break the plastic parts of the injectors. That's why I recommend disconnecting these. This is a 2014 actually Audi A5 with the 2-liter engine. And once you get these off, you need to push the wiring harness out, and you don't need to take it off because it's got too many connections that you don't need. As long as you can kind of pull it back a little bit, should be fine, because you're going to need, okay, so we have something here. So this part here, this part goes into the PCV valve right here. I'm trying to show you this here. I'm actually going to pull these two plugs or the coils on the spark plugs because they're going to be in the way. And this is what I was looking at. It's this part here. So it goes into this here. So I'm gonna pull these out. Okay, I'm gonna need a tool to get them out. Okay, here's the screwdriver. Just kind of push it on the side. Push these coils on the side. Slowly, again, always do this slowly. I believe they have never been opened, so these are the original coils, 50,000 miles. And okay, so we have exposed the valve. Something is pulling this here. I have no way of, there's no way of really getting this out of the way unless I start disconnecting, but no, it's not going to happen. We have the wiring harness going all the way down part of the wire harness in the front goes down, so there isn't an easy way to do this. I'm sorry for the view. I forgot my actual phone stand, so I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can. It's pretty easy. Already moved this out of the way, so the bolts are open. I'm gonna take this one, this one, this one, this one, this one here, this one here, this one, these two, this one, and this one here. Remember, this is kind of a plug that goes this part with this hose here. It looks like it goes down to the it's going down to the actual intake. So it's this pipe. It's this pipe here goes to the intake. So this will just need to be, it'll need to come out a little bit so we can plug it inside the new valve. The first thing here, before taking the bolts out, we need to disconnect this. And again, you should be able to recognize that you have the pushing mechanism here on the top and the bottom. Sometimes you may have to put a pin tool like this to take it off. This will slide out of the way, like out of the way. Okay, one side is open and the other side is open, so you need to just pull it out. It has a swivel connection on the bottom, so this should be able to come out. It'll come out to some point. I guess it will stop. Yeah, it's kind of stopping, so I'm going to leave it here, and when we install the new valve, I'm going to plug it in first here, and then that's how we're going to take it off. Okay, so I'm going to start removing these bolts. Remember, these are T30 bolts. They all have the same size, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about the order. Yeah, they're all the same size. Okay, one more down here. So this feels loose. Yep, it's loose. Okay, so again, pay attention to this connection here. When you get it off, just pull it up and this connection will come out. You don't need to pull it so it breaks. It does have some kind of a wiggle, you know, a little bit of wiggle room, but don't push it. You don't want to break it. The only thing here that we need to do is we need to get this part here, and you can see, whoo, okay, this is what we need to take out, and that's what we're taking out. It's this connector here, and you see it has two seals. Preferably I'm gonna try to change those. Maybe not the green. The green looks okay, but the small one inside here looks kind of smashed. So this is what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to show you. It's this little seal here. Yeah, O-ring actually. I don't like it's too small. It's kind of smashed. It's not bad, but I'll try to see if I can find the seal. I wouldn't worry about this green one. It looks like the green one is fine, and we're gonna have to clean the surface a little bit here. Looks like it's not bad actually, but we still need to clean it so we can install the new valve. Okay, I took this O-ring out, and actually it doesn't seem that bad. It's not flattened. We need to look for if it's round or flat right here in the shape of this, but it looks okay, so I'm just gonna put it back. Again, the car has about 50,000 miles. It's not a lot. Not really worried about it. It's actually sticking out of the surface pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean these. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on them so I can preserve them, you know, for a longer time. And what you need to do here is you need to use some brake cleaner and try to clean the surface where we're gonna install the new valve on. So here's brake cleaner. Again, this seems to be very clean. I don't like the quality of the oil. It seems too kind of very diluted. I'm sure it's some kind of a cheap oil, I guess, because it's too dark and it's too diluted. So here we go. Try to clean the surface again with just a rag and some brake cleaner. And now we have this ready. We're ready to install the new PCV valve. And you need to get some grease. This is red grease. It works fine with us. I've been using this for a while, and the major things that I advise for you to kind of smudge with a little bit of grease is the seals. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the green seal here to the connector, and a little bit on the small one. I've been doing this for years, and I have seen tremendous difference when you use grease on these seals, and they get preserved. Is recently had another video on a car that I worked on, a personal car in our family, and these seals that I had installed grease on, 5 years later they were like brand new. So this is what we're going to do here. This is the new PCV valve. You're gonna put some grease on the green seal here. Just install lightly. This will preserve the seal, and you know, it'll save the part. Possibly, maybe it'll save the part. Not really sure about the part itself, the PCV valve, because if it goes bad, it goes bad. But at least it'll help you with one part of it where this seal doesn't actually get hardened and it doesn't start leaking. And what else? I'm gonna put some grease inside of this hole, because that's this valve here that we need to install. And we already put grease into this, so these seals are gonna go inside here, so that's not a problem. You can just leave them here. Okay, we got the grease again. Remember, we have to install this with the with this hose on the top first, this one here going inside here, otherwise you're not going to be able to install this. So you need to push this first here into the hose, and then you put this valve back into place, and then you can push the bottom part and it goes straight in. So remember, this is first, then you put it down, and then you install this part here. So it's ready for installation. And I'm going to start installing the bolts. So I'm just going to drop him first. Okay. Got a couple more, one on the top here and the one on the bottom part here. And I'm gonna start from like the corners first, or no, I'm just gonna start kind of from the middle, I guess, first. I'm not gonna get them tight, I'm just starting the bolts. Okay, you can kind of try to position this a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Doesn't really have a lot of room to move around, so it should be fine. So now I'm gonna start tightening the bolts. I'm not gonna use a torque wrench because the plastic part has a metal insert, so the bolt is gonna stop right at the middle of the metal insert, so it's not gonna break the plastics. You don't need to get them tight like a lot. You just, as soon as it stops, then you can let it go. Okay, and one more. Okay, now I'm gonna check him by hand. Again, after you do these, or if you're doing them by hand, you should be okay. I'm just gonna double check him. Again, you don't need to time that well. Just make sure that they're tight. Like this one was a little bit loose, because it's gonna create a leak, an air leak there. You see some of these are a little bit loose. the ratchet doesn't have the power to actually get these tight. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, everything is tight. It's good to go. So this one is connected. So okay, we got these connected. So we need to install the I see some okay. I guess I can clean this a little bit because some oil got in here. Okay. And sometimes I install a little bit of grease on these because it makes your life easier to install these and take them out just a little bit. Okay, and here we go. And again with this one, okay. And remember this hose here, the adapter, all you need to do is just you need to push it back in and make sure that the sides click, just like this one clicked. Okay, this one clicked also. The two sides need to click, and you need to make sure that it won't come out. So make sure you press the two sides. So this one is solid. Now all we need to do is install the wiring harness back and you need to guide the plugs back in. And the way you install this, make sure that they actually click. That's the one thing that a lot of people miss. So this one clicked, this one clicked, this one clicked, and this one clicked also. So that's the major thing here. You need to make sure these plugs click. If they don't, you will, or you may have misfires and whatever else. I've seen this before, and you just got to make sure that they're clicked. Okay, the one little bolt, the T30, the short one goes here. Okay, this is like a filter, it's a breather filter for whatever system. I don't remember the system that it goes to, but it's a breather. And now we need to install these back. Like the click, once they click, you need to push down the same way. You push down and click. So everything is ready to go here, and double check the plugs, the little locks here, double check the coils. Everything seems to be fine. It's clicked here, it's out there, so everything is ready here. I'm gonna crank the engine, and we should not have any vacuum here, and the engine should not be affected when it's running. Okay guys, this was the replacement of the PCV valve on this 2-liter Audi Volkswagen engine. And thanks a lot for watching guys. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Thank you.